What's up? So we have some Harry Potter booster boxes here. We're streaming in the Magic channel, even though this is technically not Magic the Gathering. There's no Harry Potter channel for this. It is Wizards of the Coast though, so at least we're doing that. We're close to Magic the Gathering. The if you look, like, I have a million things in front of me because we got the second camera here. Um, and then we got the microphone, so obviously I'm like buried behind things in my actual cam. Uh, so the first thing you're gonna notice is there are 36 packs in here, but it's significantly smaller than a Magic the Gathering booster box. Um, it's because the packs themselves have, I think, 11 or 10 cards in them rather than 15 like a regular Magic pack has. I don't know if they have what Magic does with like rules cards and stuff like that, but we're gonna find out. I'm gonna crack one of these boxes today, and we're gonna save a couple of there for some other streams. We're gonna crack the first one in order. These are, by the way, these are all of the booster boxes that you can normally get. All of the sets. There was 4 expansions and then a base set. I don't know. I couldn't find booster boxes for the base set, which is a bummer because I put these up on Tabletop Simulator, and the base set cards were like the toughest cards to find online because they were the oldest, and there was no spoiler for them because there was no community for them, kind of thing. So I'm gonna have to use scissors here so I don't destroy the box. So like it was tough to. I don't know if they ever were in booster boxes. Maybe they just came in like loose packs. I don't know, or maybe all the booster boxes are opened. I just couldn't find any. So we're going with the first expansion, which is Quidditch Cup. Quidditch Cup actually, if you're a Magic player like I was, still am, I guess. The thing. Oh, so they have 11 random game cards. So the thing about. Oh, here they are. The thing about Magic is, like, people talk about, the color pie. That being red, red, black, white, green, blue. Ooh, these packs are real thin compared to Magic packs. And they had kind of the same thing with Quidditch, and you'll see, or with Harry Potter TCG, and Quidditch actually introduced a new color to the color pie. It introduced Quidditch, and they're not called. It's not like lands. They're called lessons. So this is probably a pretty exciting expansion when it came out. So yeah, so this is like a Quidditch lesson right here. And there's 2 of them in here. I don't know if this is normal or what, but we got 2 Quidditch lessons. And I'm trying to figure out how. I think the Nimbus 2000 is the rare card. That's the one we just opened. Because it has a little star down at the bottom here, right here. My camera's struggling with this stuff. I'm gonna try to do my best to at least show the rare cards, and then we have 2 uncommons that has like a little diamond down here. Yeah, so 2 uncommons. Nimbus 2000 is the rare, and then we have Jawbind Potion and Pep Talk. Pep Talk, always important. Always important to have a Pep Talk in the back pocket. And then we have the lighting's kind of. Let me see if we can change the lighting a little bit. I wonder if just turning on. Whoa. We like disconnected real quick right there. Hold on one second. Does that help? Looks like it hurts. All right. I'm climbing around in the background like a madman. All right, all right. Let's just. I'm just gonna pick up the cards and bring them closer to the screen so you can kind of like see them. Gone, Swarm, Timeout, Drowsiness Draft, Mopsis Potion, Blood Rot Potion. All right, so these are commons. What we're gonna try to do is separate them into lessons as we open, and we're gonna try to keep the rare cards separate. I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that we can get close to a full set from these packs. We'll see. We'll see. See, I gotta try to. Let me try to. Maybe if I bring the camera in a little closer to like focus up, or maybe if I'm like leaning into shadow a little bit, because I want you guys to be able to see the cards. Ooh, that pack sound. That pack sound. I know y'all are addicts for it. Yeah, Quidditch and Transfiguration. So Transfiguration was a different lesson, a different land type. And our rare is Minerva McGonagall. I'm really hoping for... so our uncommons are 2 adventures, Sticking Up for Neville, and In the Stands. So I'm really hoping to rope bind, practice match, Gone, Swarm, Timeout, Drowsiness Draft. So we're already getting extras in the commons. We're already getting extras, and I kind of thought that was going to happen because there's like a really like low count for unique cards for commons and uncommons. I think the real battle is going to be for a full set in rares. Let's see if I can. I know this is a little unprofessional, but let me tweak the lighting, see if we can get it a little bit better. We got a little shiner. We're gonna figure out what card that replaced in a second. Man, that looks a little bit better, but it feels like the camera's just like struggling to focus. Huh. Let me try something. I'm gonna mess with the camera. Things are gonna get weird. Like, huh. Yeah, it just seems like it's like struggling to focus. I thought it was set up. This might just be to the best of my ability currently. When we crack future boxes, I'm going to mess with this more. Because I actually didn't really notice that things were a little wonky until now that we're streaming. So apologies for that. But... we're gonna do the best we can. We're still gonna crack this box. All right. So Quidditch. Oh, it's focusing up perfect now on the actual cards. Quidditch, Care of Magical Creatures. We have Oliver Wood as our rare. We're gonna put him down in the rare. Defense as one of our uncommons. Comet 260 as another uncommon. And then we have a foil. And now the game used to do this like, so we got a foil Nimbus 2000, which is awesome. And the game used to do this thing where there's like foils and then there's like hollow foils. And it looks like the foil replaced one of our 6 commons, which is awesome. So we got a bonus rare. Vanish, Mice to Snuff Boxes, Smash, some Balm, Bruisewort, Cobra Lily is a creature. So, these are our first, by the way, our first Transfiguration cards. We're gonna put them, trying to find places for all this stuff. Let's try to. When they're on the table, they're a little blurry. I apologize for that, but when they're in my hand, you can see them pretty well now. So, Smash, Potion. Let's crack another. So, the designers who made these back in the day, this set's like something like close to 15 years old now. The designers that made these were fan favorite Magic designers. We have a Quidditch Cup rules card. This is kind of weird. Oh, so this is like similar to what they did with Magic cards. I wonder if this is an extra card. They're explaining a card type that got added to this set. I think this was the only card type that got like added through the life of the 4 expansions in the base set. This is kind of neat. Got a couple lessons. Neville Longbottom. And then we got Missing Parchment and Snape's Bias as our... Thanks, Snape. As our uncommons. Clobbering, Fouled, Pulling Up, Searching for the Snitch, Rope Bind. So this set... And Practice Match. So this set is going to lean heavy into Quidditch cards because it's the first set that introduced Quidditch cards. And they wanted people to play with them. And in order to get people to play with them, since there was none in the base set, they're going to be like all over the place in this set. So I'm hoping to get close to a complete set, but what I'm actually really hoping for is to build a cube out of this. And if you're unfamiliar with a cube, we pulled the Golden Cauldron. To play this card, return 2 potions lessons from play to your hand. And it provides a fucking million potion lessons. This thing ramps like crazy. Power Play and Doxy are our uncommons. It's a creature and, of course, a Quidditch card. And we got Stream of Flames, Cobra Lily, Clobbering, Fouled, Pulling Up, Searching for the Snitch. So like a million... We're getting like a million of these cards. So, how's it going, Nimish? No Photoshop stuff today. We're normally a Photoshop stream. We talk comics all day, but I like to play card games. Ooh, I saw a glimmer in there. Glimmer. Support banner as our rare. Weakness potion and Into the Forbidden Forest. Ooh. Our hollow. There we go. You can kind of see like the stars and stuff in there. Gaze into the mirror. So these cards like look really great in real life, but oh my god. I put together this set. Hey Ninja. I put together this set for Tabletop Simulator because I wanted to like salvage the game. Like I wanted people to be able that like wanted to play the game, be able to play the game. So I scoured the internet for like, you know, card scans, the best card scans I could find. A lot of them came from eBay, just from like people trying to, you know, make money, sell the game, sell their game. Thank God for people's greed because it provided me with great card scans for a lot of stuff that I couldn't find otherwise. It's crazy that you get... Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there's 11 cards a pack. 2 of them are land. So you actually only get 9 cards per pack. not land. They're lessons. I'm using Magic terms. Charm's Exam is the rare. Devil's Snare and Chocolate Frogs are the uncommons. Smash, Vanish, Cunning Fox, Streeler, that's a new one. Streeler? Total Scam. Yeah, only 9 cards. Can you imagine if Magic gave you 2 land cards? People would be furious. Stream of Flames. People are already furious, though. They're, like, primed to be furious. Cobra Lily. So, yeah, I wanted to, like, be able to let people play the game, but, like, the scans that I found were kind of, like, some of them were good, some of them were bad, some of them were watermarked. You know, I kind of did the best I could with what I had on hand. So you have many reasons to be. I mean, we won't get into like what's going on in the Magic community right now, but it's a giant dumpster fire. The least of which, if Magic put 2 lands into your packs, like I think that's the least of your problems. Oh, we got Scabbers. There we go. By the way, people still play this game in real life at Gen Con. We've toyed with the idea of like teaming up and doing like a giant Gen Con thing, like where we like, you know, like how Channel Fireball does, you know, like they'll do like, this is our team of pros and we all test together and then we come in and we stomp the tournament. We're thinking about doing the same thing for this, even though it's like low stakes, no stakes tournament. You know, we're just like people who want to play the game. So Scabbers was our rare in that pack. Penalty Shot and Hufflepuff Match are our uncommons. Ouch. Bravado. Smash. Vanish again. Cunning Fox. And there he is again. The Streeler. The Streeler. So yeah, we were yeah, so Ninja just said Harry Potter cube. Yeah, we're trying to get close to a Harry Potter cube in real life so that I can play this with friends, and not just on Tabletop Simulator. Although I'm looking to up the scans on Tabletop Simulator as well. Catch the Snitch is our rare. Pep Talk, always good to have a pep talk, I guess. Petrificus. I'm gonna butcher this. And I have the ultimate cliff note because they said it in the goddamn movies. Petrificus totalis. Bloodroot potion. Smash. Desk into pig. That's real problems right there. Ouch. Clobbering. Another Vanish. Yeah, we're already like heavily repeating the commons, and we're like, we have 1 whole stack left and then like a half stack here, and we're already like repeating the commons. The battle is going to be for the rares. So I think I'm going to start like calling out just the rares now. Another Quidditch Cup rules card. There, you can see it. If you want to pause, you can read it. Here's the back side. It's got more text on the back, no pictures. There we go. 2 lands, of course. Marcus Flint is our character. He's the Slytherin player. No rares. So yeah, I'm trying to build a Harry Potter cube in real life to play this in real life, and then I'm also trying to put good scans up for Tabletop Simulator, better scans than I have now. For those of you who don't know what a cube is, a cube is like a set of cards, handpicked by the player, usually singleton. Trevor the Toad is our rare. Into the stands. What is this? Missing parchment. Oh, here we got a little holo rare. I guess only the rares got holograms. This is the Halloween Feast. That's weird that like they only made premiums of the rares. I mean, I'll take it because I think it's going to be the battle for the rares. But yeah. So a cube is like, if you are like me and you're like, well, I love Magic, but I don't really like the direction it's going. Or you're like me and you're like, I want to play this Harry Potter TCG, but I don't have, like, there's nobody around who has Harry Potter decks, like it's kind of asking a lot to be like, hey friend, drudge up your 15-year-old Harry Potter deck that was never really played competitively. I don't know if it was played competitively or not. But yeah, so we got Ravenclaw match as our rare. Yeah, it's asking a lot to be like, hey, bring your own Harry Potter deck to my house and we'll play. So instead, you can take these kind of like singleton cards, the most important cards, like the most functional. You cut the bad stuff out of the, and you make packs, and you take one past the rest of the pack, take one past the rest of the pack, usually with 8 people. Start of term feast. Food is like huge in the Harry Potter universe. I feel like they talk about it a lot, and it's awesome that it's in the game, and it's like functional. There's a like the Naruto TCG that never really took off. Yeah, always wanted to play, never had anyone to play with. Is that true for this game, Nimish, or for Magic the Gathering, or for any card game? Yeah, it's tough to find players, especially when you get older. Like trying to find 8 or 7 other people to be free for like 3 hours of the day is really, really difficult. People start having kids, people have responsibilities. To be 20 again, I actually kind of like, I know I was complaining about this before, but I actually dig that they're putting in 2 lessons into each pack, because lessons were going to be a big problem for me because I don't have any other cards, like it's not like I can buy life shit. Yeah, hashtag life shit. Magic from there never got looked into anything else. Yeah, man, it's tough. We're going to talk about that in a second. Out of control. We are out of control is our rare card right there. Yeah, you love seeing us love it. Yeah, man, I love the game, but the game's got a lot of problems, and like if you don't have we got a foil Scabbers. Ooh. And if you don't have like a good LGS, like a local game store to go to, it's tough to like play it consistently. I played with a group here in my hometown that I kind of like lucked into. I saw my neighbor carrying like 3 boxes of Magic cards one day, and I was like, "Sup, bro? You play?" He was like, "Yeah, you play?" I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Come on over." So we started hanging out, but it was like super casual, and I feel like that's the best way to play Magic. The competitive scene's kind of rough. Potion Class Disaster is our rare. Yeah, competitive scene is kind of rough. And it's like people get really cutthroat, and then people who are not necessarily like as social as maybe they should be. I'm being very, very nice with these comments. Like kind of make playing casually like at a store, like kind of rough. Like it's not as fun, if somebody's gonna be tilted out or like whatever. And like if you're playing with random people, chances, you have a higher chance of like something like that happening. So okay, so we got a Quidditch Cup rules again, which is cool. We've only actually cracked 3 of them for the whole, like we're almost through half the thing. But I wonder if 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, you still get 11 cards. Good. Hagrid needs help. There's a rare. Yeah, it's tough to like find good people that like want to play the game that are free, and then you end up compromising with like people at an LGS that like, you know, might like be a little socially aggressive or like tilting out or like whatever, and then it's like you don't have a good time. You're the person who goes to a GP and everybody else has a good time. Yeah, you want to be that person. Like, you want to be able to be like, hey man, like, let's hang out and crack packs and play games, and whoever wins wins, and it's not a big deal. But like, a lot of people, I don't know, a lot of people end up ruining that kind of mentality. I stopped going to my LGS because I had a handful of like run-ins with like people who were tilting out, and like, it just made it, oh my god, look at this card. hold on. So we got our rares, and this is what I was talking about. Like, so they made these, like, they experimented. Magic doesn't have this. They have like premium cards. Like, we've seen premium cards like Scabbers. Scabbers has like a hologram or a foil finish, like, you know, lightning bolts and stuff. But like, they also made cards like this that were like holograms, and like, I'm trying to show it on camera, but holy crap, no wonder these things like have terrible scans in real life. Look at this thing. Poor Finnegan here. Like, you can barely even see him. Like, yeah, these are like the ultra rares, like, get the sleeve, let's do this thing card. But like, I was hoping that, hold on, I'm gonna try to turn on the light for that the camera's mounted to. Whoa, sorry about that. So now you can see it a little better. You need a ton of light to hit this thing to be able to like see it. But good god, like, how am I ever gonna like scan? Look at him, he looks evil. He looks evil. This is not Harry Potter canon right here. What we have in our hands. But like, it's like almost illegible too. Like, that's the problem with these cards, is like, and in the base set there were cards that were only looked like this. You know, like, they didn't have, I mean, did we open another what is his name? Seamus Finnegan? Did we open another one? I'm sure, guys, don't get after me about the pronunciation. Like, come on, man. I'm an adult. I have poor reading comprehension. All I do is I'm on Twitter every day. Nobody ever reads. It's not my fault. Get off my case. I'm sorry. You should always read. I just have I have like a thing. Anyway. Yeah, so we don't have this card. I wonder if this card only came like this. I don't think it did. I think that only happened in the base set. But yeah, this card is like, I'm going to try to shoot it in a way where, in like a very controlled environment, I'm going to try to take a lot of pictures so that it gets like a decent scan and representation of the card. But yeah, tough to put into the tabletop simulator. And then we have our commons. I'm going to turn this guy off because you can't see what's going on. Desk and a pig. Yeah, sorry about the blinding light. I didn't know I was going to do that. But yeah, what was I saying? So yeah, I have a couple magic cubes that I've made that I basically is the only magic stuff that I kept intact, because like, the people that I want to play with, like, are old Magic players that don't necessarily have decks anymore, like, are like my buds, you know? So the only way to get them to play is to like do this thing where, you know, you build a Magic cube, and it doesn't necessarily have to be the best cards in Magic, by the way. You can build a cube out of anything, like, as long as it's stuff that you like. Like, you can take a booster box, and here's something that, like, I feel like the community, here's the put outer is our rare for this pack, and this pack signals that we're halfway through the box. Jawbone Potion and Comet 260 are uncommons. And like, this is something that I feel like, you know, Magic doesn't really talk about, and the player base doesn't really talk about, because I feel like the player base is more focused on, like, you know, cracking packs and like the quote unquote right way to do things. And a lot of them will tell you like there is a right way to build a cube, and I strongly feel like that is not true. There is no right way to build a cube. A cube is whatever you want it to be. If you buy a box of magic cards, like, and buying a box of magic cards, like a booster box, is $100. Like, that is a huge investment. That's not nothing. Gaze into the mirror is our rare for this pack, which is cool. Have we even repeated any rares so far? I'm getting distracted. If you've watched this stream before, you know that I do get distracted. We got an extra Scabbers, I think. Let's go through our rares. We got an extra Trevor, but we have like, you know, like foil and non-foil. Oh, there, we have a gaze into the mirror. Yeah, we have foil and non-foil. Yeah, I think we only have like foil and non-foils, but I don't think we have any like straight up repetitions. Your LGS is fine. It's been fun. Just had to flip the switch and play aggressive in the PPTQ levels. Yeah, not salty, but poker-like. Yeah, I mean, like, when you're a high-level competitive play, that's one thing. Like, but I've never gone to a GP, and I've experienced, like, people being salty and angry and, like, you know, that poker-level play where it's like, dude, we're at an F&M, it's like $15 worth of prizes on the line. Like, settle the fuck down. Like, I will give you $15 if you just stop being shitty. You know, like, you're ruining my time, and my time is valuable. Like, I don't actually have a ton of time. Race for the Snitch and Petrificus is our rares there. Fouled, clobbing, pulling up, rope bind, gone. And there's that Streeler again. But it's like, yeah, dude, like, I don't have a ton of time. Like, I'm here hanging out with you, and you're being a weirdo, and, like, you know, I don't know. I just, like, I can't get behind that. If you're going to be at the F&M level, like, you should treat F&Ms like you treat pre-releases. Like, it got down to the point where I was only going to pre-releases because, like, people were chill at pre-releases because, like, the set wasn't figured out. Everyone's playing it for the first time, so you're cutting each other some slack. Slytherin Match is our card, is our rare here. Snape's Bias Missing Parchment. I don't think we have a Missing Parchment yet. We might have some holes in the uncommons. But it's like, you know, this isn't high-level play, and it's important to keep sight of that. But Magic the game, like, teaches you about value. It teaches you about, like, you know, reaping expected value out of things. And so a lot of players go in with this mentality of, like, well, I need to win this so that I can get this for free, so that I can parlay that into a competitive deck. And if I don't win this, then, like, I can't do that, so I'm angry, you know? And that's not the way you should play. Hospital Bed is our rare. I don't think we're like, man, we're like pretty deep into this box, and I don't think we've repeated any rares. Power Play and In the Stands are our uncommons. So yeah, it's tough. You know, just like, here's the thing. Here's all the things. And I would say this goes for comic fans as well. Any fans of anything. Like, don't gatekeep. Chill out. Enjoy yourself. Like, treat everyone else how you want to be treated. Bottom line. You know, like, that kind of stuff. And, you know, if you're going to be a jerk and you're going to be aggressive and stuff, like, people notice that. And, like, even if you're trying to, like, break into comics, like, that's which is what this channel is normally talking about. You're going to, like, rub people the wrong way if you're a jerk. Except for those who like dubbed anime. Hey, I watch dubbed anime sometime. Yeah, moral of the story, don't be shitty. I mean, it's not rocket science. Fluffy is our rare. Yeah. So yeah, that's the thing. So yeah. Oh, we got a foil coming up. Weakness potion and into the forbidden forest was our uncommons. Our gold cauldron. Ooh, nice and shiny. Yeah, man. I don't know. There's a lot going on in Magic right now about sexism and gatekeeping and people bullying and harassment, and it's like, man, like we're all fans of the game. Like, can't we just like chill out, you know? It's the same with comics. Like, if somebody's like into Captain America, but they don't know as much about Captain America as you do, like, don't bully them for it. Be like, yeah, man, check out this run. Check out this run. Like, we should all be excited for the same things. Harry the Seeker. There he is. Devil Snare and Hufflepuff match. So that's kind of why I stopped playing Magic. I mean, I don't know. We didn't necessarily have to get into all that, but you know, here we are. And I started doing like, you know, trying to do at-home cubes. And oh, this is the thing that I was gonna say before, that like the player base, I got distracted from the hologram card. The player base like talks about Magic like, if you're gonna play Magic, you have to have XYZ, you know, expensive cards. And if you're gonna build a cube, it has to look like, you gotta put the Titans in it. You gotta put, you know, I don't know, like like Crucible of Worlds, and I was thinking Sneak and Show and Tell, and Sneak Attack. You know, like, but you don't necessarily have to do that. Like, if you and your friends are playing a game, Bludgers are rare. Strategy session, Chocolate Frogs. If you and your friends are playing a game, like, you can play it however you want to play it. And if you can build your cube however you want to build your cube, you can. People are like, oh, I want to build a cube, but I don't know how. Like, where's a good place to start? Here's how you build a cube. You take a current set you like, you buy a box, you cut it down to 360 cards. With you know, like, repetition is fine. You know, like, you can, if some cards only work together in like multiple pairs or whatever, you know, like, you can put as many or as little as you want in there. And then from there, just like tweak it whenever you have a couple extra bucks. Pull a nice card in a draft, throw it in the cube. Like, that's all you gotta do. Like, the initial investment of Magic or any card game, Golden Snitch, solid rare, wins the game. Oh, we got a foil in there. Penalty shot. Catch the Snitch. We got Golden Snitch and Catch the Snitch. Was that a blessed pack? Was that the pack? I think we just won the game. We didn't even play the game and we won the game. So, yeah, like, you don't have to, like, especially if you're playing kitchen table with friends, like, you don't have to spend a lot. Yeah, RNGesus, thank you. If you're just playing with friends, like, grab a box, you know, crack all the packs with, like, friends. You know, the best way to play Magic, I feel like, is to get 6 packs of cards. Somebody else gets 6 packs of cards. You make the best deck you can. You face off, and then you crack the next 12. You know, in the pack or in the box. You're building an uncube with unset cards. That's awesome. I actually, Fred and George Weasley, there they are, my boys. I actually I have 3 cubes, 3 Magic cubes. So clearly I love the game. Like, I'm not going to my LGS. I haven't really bought any of the new stuff lately. But clearly I love the game if I have 3 cubes that are still intact. But yeah, I feel like my 3 cubes, by the way, are pre-1995 Magic the Gathering, which is how Richard Garfield intended it. By the way, that is how Richard Garfield intended Magic. But yeah, pre-95, so like the color pie's a mess, and like you know, it's like white bordered and black bordered together at last, the way Richard Garfield intended. You know, the tap symbol that's like wonky, like 45-degree angled T. You know, like old shit. Like I proxied Moxen and stuff like that in there. But like they're not even that great because like you can't like do anything broken. It's just like terrible cards. But like everybody's terrible cards. It's kind of how I started playing Magic when I was a kid with these cards. So it's nostalgic for me, you know. And it was tough to build that cube because so many of the cards are awful. Halloween Feast. So this is a repeat. We definitely have a repeat now. Pep Talk, always a repeat. We're like drowning in pep talks. So like that cube is built in a way. I think that cube at the end of the day, the sleeves cost more than the cards that I have for that cube. And you don't even necessarily have to like sleeve stuff up if you don't want to. So like that's one cube that I have. And then I have a multiplayer cube because a lot of times in my play group that I had before, people were like, well, we want to play Magic. And like we were all playing casual Magic. Like there were no sideboards. There was no like drowning in pep talks is how you get through the day. Well, I'm glad to add one more pep talk to the pile. The Sorting Hat is our rare. Defense, of course. Oh, we got another holo. Did you guys see that? Don't look at that. Don't look at that yet. Defense and Doxy. Let's check out that holo. Ooh, build the anticipation. Professor McGonagall. Shield your eyes. I'm gonna turn the light on. I moved the card away this time because it got weird. Yeah. So I don't know if that necessarily looks like McGonagall. I think we have a McGonagall in the pile. Let's check. Look at her in the darkness. She's just lurking. Madame Pomfrey. Scabbers into the darkness. Yeah, so here you can compare the two. So here's the rest of the pack. Put that over there. So here, yeah, Ghost Hollow. These are, yeah, right? Like, so I feel like this set, so this came out in like the early 2000s. I want to say 01. And this is, so this card is hard to look at with the light on. And this card is impossible to look at with the light off. So, yeah, it's like, what would you rather play with? The card that's legible or the card that is, like, impossible to read? I actually, so when I scanned these into TCG Player, or not TCG Player, to Tabletop Sim, I actually took these card scans and then did the text over in white. Because, like, they were impossible to read. Nuts. But this is cool. I'm glad that we pulled a couple because I really wanted to see what they looked like in real life. But, yeah. I'm going to try to shoot these in a way where I can, like, manipulate them in Photoshop and kind of, like, include them in the set for tabletop. But, like, I'm not sure if it's going to, like... I'm not sure if it's actually going to be decent or not. It might not actually work. All these comments we've like seen a million times at this point. Oh, we got to turn off the light here. Yeah. There we go. We're back to normal. Adjust your vision. But yeah, so I have that cube, the pre-95 cube. and then I have a cube that is we played casually. We played kitchen table. I was building sideboards and stuff because I was getting into competitive F&M stuff, but wasn't taking it too seriously. I was just like net decking and stuff like that. So I had sideboards, but like my play group wasn't playing with sideboards. So I was like, okay, if we're not going to play with sideboards and we're going to keep it casual, like, do you guys... And we weren't like breaking into like tournament structure or anything like that. It was just like, hey, there's 5 of us. We're going to play 5-player Magic. No big deal, you know? So like I started building decks for 5-player Magic. They looked like weird constructed EDH decks. Madam Hooch. Hooch is crazy. Defense missing parchment. Oh, we got another rare. Start of term feast. We got that foil. So yeah, like I realized, you know, if we're gonna do that, so I built a multiplayer cube. Because I was like, hey, if we're gonna cube and we're all gonna play together anyway, let's make it multiplayer. And it's like kind of like Ninja was saying forever ago, because I'm a wordy man. It has like unset cards in there that are like not a lot of the physical dexterous challenges, but like some of the unset cards that are like I put every single card that says crack a pack of magic cards is in there. The packs are growing around here. We'll pan over. Oh my god. It's a mess. Yeah, every card that said crack a pack of magic cards is in that set. And then like, you know, just like fun swingy multiplayer cards. It's made to like not be taken seriously. It's uncards and conspiracy. Yeah, pack gore. Yeah, here's another Scabbers. So we're starting to repeat rares. Hopefully we end up with a no holes in the rares if we're starting to repeat. Yeah, so like it's built to like have fun, not take it seriously. Very swingy cards. Like the person who's ahead in the beginning is not necessarily the person that's going to win. It's built to be played. There's like different game modes that can be played with it. There's cards specifically for Two-Headed Giant. There's cards specifically for 5-player Magic. There's cards specifically for 4-player Magic. You know, like it's built to have the maximum fun. And then I have a more competitive Oliver Wood. Speaking of competitive, Oliver Wood, very competitive in the movies. By the way, the art in this game is dope. Like they used like book art. They could have easily, because like the movies were out by then, they could have easily just shoved a bunch of like actors in front of this stuff, but they didn't, which I feel like is really smart of them. And I have a competitive cube that's not necessarily super competitive. It's just like it's still themed. It's like Innistrad, definitely better book art. Yeah. It's Innistrad horror themed, but it's not just Innistrad. It like pulls heavily from Innistrad, but it's not like people do cubes of like block cubes. It pulls like horror cards from all over the place, and then it pulls cards for functionality like the flip transform planeswalkers are in there because mechanically they work with all the other Innistrad cards. And then like there's like a flicker guy that's in there. Who's the planeswalker that flickers? He's Azorius. God, I forgot his name. But yeah, he's in there because you know, like there's like a flicker sub theme. So like it's like if you took the Innistrad block and then Venzer. Yes, thank you. If you took the Innistrad block and you condensed it into like the workable cards, and then you added cards to make those cards more functional, that's kind of what it is. It's super fun. I love that. I love that box. And it's built into a chest that is made to look like a vampire hunting kit. It's like I went all out for the thing. I have teeth for markers for tokens, like +1/+1s and stuff like that, that I took from my interns. So yeah, it's really incredible. Charms Exams are rare. Snape's Bias. Power Play. Putter Outer. Foil. There we go. Yeah, it's super fun. So those are my 3 cubes, and like, you know, in the when I first built the multiplayer cube, there were cards that functioned better in multiples, and I put multiples in there. Like that cube started as like I bought a box of Conspiracy because I went down to the shop and played it and loved it. I loved Conspiracy. So I was like, I'm gonna buy a box, I'm gonna turn it into a cube, and then we're gonna grow from there. Which is like all you need to do. Like Magic players kind of like in general think about Magic as like the right way to do things. And we were talking about this a little bit before, and I don't think there is a right way to do things. Much like comics and Photoshop. Like, like you just, as long as you get to a point, like you got to keep in mind like what your goal is. If your goal is to just like hang out and have fun, there's no like right or wrong way to play Magic. Like as long as you get there, you're fine. We got more lessons. Neville Longbottom. Look at our wizard. Poor Neville. Just on the receiving end of all the bullshit. Devil Snare, Chocolate Frogs. Whoop, that went in the wrong pile. Samesies. We definitely have a sheet of commons, if not 2 sheets of commons. But yeah, man, just like play and have fun, you know? Neville, you were supposed to be the chosen one. Yeah. Is this no, that's not. Oh my god, the pack gore is real. Neville was supposed to be the chosen one. Instead, we got now we're repeating rares. Gold Cauldron, Penalty Shot, Hufflepuff, Match, and you can see like we have a stack of Quidditch cards and like not a lot of Charismatical Creature cards, not a lot of Transfig cards, and the reason for that is because like I said in the beginning, they added Quidditch for the Harry Potter. Like it's like if the first Ninja with the prequel memes, yeah. So it's like if the first set of Magic came out was missing red, and then the next set they were like, we added red, so now here's all these red cards. That's kind of like what's going on here. Cunning Fox, Bruisewort Balm, Rope Bind and Gone again. Yeah, we're down to the last 2. So yeah, I'm stoked to build a cube of this stuff because I'm stoked to bring this game to other people. This game kind of plays like Magic in a weird way, and I feel like Finnegan, there he is. Now we don't have to use that terrible holo card. That evil holo card. Oh, we got a foil too. Hospital bed foil. For when you need to be in the premium hospital bed. There you go. Thank God. Death to the holofoil. Yeah, so this set got built by Magic guys, by the way. It was built by one of the guys who was responsible for the fan favorite Slivers, the casual fan favorite. Help make this game, and a symbol for the Ghost Hollow. Yeah. I mean, like the Ghost Hollows require like heavy editing. So he made this set in 2000s, which I feel like are the like golden age of Magic the Gathering too. Like they were experimenting a lot with what they were capable of. Sliver deck, yeah. So the man who made Slivers also was instrumental in designing a lot of these cards. And so this set was designed around. You have a Commander Sliver deck. Yeah, people love slivers. I love slivers. They're cool cards. Magic seems like phobic to slivers to a degree. Like they brought them back in like I think it was M14, but they weren't the same. And I don't know. Like they're really interesting cards to rope new players in because they look really inconspicuous, but then you realize they're powerful. M14 and M15, yeah, they're really neat. Anyway, the point is that like we're wrapping up because we have No Time to Play is our last pack. No Time to Play. Man, RNGesus is with us. I can't believe that is our last rare. We're out of time. But yeah, so I feel like Magic was in this kind of like heyday. By the way, I like skated over them. Did I shuffle them in? Like I don't even know. I already put them down, the uncommons. But yeah, I feel like Magic was in a kind of golden age of experimentation. So like you didn't know what you were gonna get with each set coming out, and then like they also kind of like were willing to, because of that experimentation, try to break the color pie a little bit, just like a little bit, and also try new things. It's like, you know, Urza's set had like all these emergency bannings and stuff like that because like cards were too powerful, but like that kind of stuff is exciting. And I feel like now Magic just kind of like makes crappier versions of like older cards, and they play it safe a lot, which is a little bit boring. It's a little bit disappointing. So let's see. I was thinking about going through and seeing like what we ended up with. So let's do that. Let's you know what? Actually, why don't we clear this off a little bit? Let's see what we ended up rare wise with. We ended up with a ton of lessons, which is fantastic because now I can cube. And if like I'm gonna get this many lessons, so there's 36 packs in the box, so what's that, like 72 lessons total in each box? That's gonna be more than enough to cube with. So let's figure out what we got here. Yeah, 72. Let's kind of break these guys into where they should go. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk a little bit about like Magic and he's a unique rat. What is that? What is this? Where does this even go? I don't even know what piles I'm doing here. What piles am I doing? What is happening right now? All right, let's focus. Let's focus. Do the actions. So I feel like this set was made by people who were really into experimentation at the time in Magic, and then they shifted over and they did this game, and this game has a lot of experimentation too. The game is played in a way where you have an opening wizard, like one of these cards, and you can kind of like deck build around this. So, and then you have 3 actions on your turn. You just like Magic, you start your turn, you draw a card, you play a lesson, or a land for Magic players, and then you have 3 actions, and you can do anything you want in those 3 actions. If you have 5, lessons out, you can do. Let's see. Do we have a 5 drop? You can play if you have 3 putter outers in your hand. It's 4 cost. You can play all 3 of them for your actions. 1, 2, 3 actions. Because like, you know, you can that's the way the game's played. You know, if you have as long as you meet the requirement, you can play the card. But you can't ever like overplay, because like, you know, it's like a weird balance. Like, so I'm kind of fumbling through explaining this, but so instead of playing a card, you can also draw a card for your action. So you could, in theory, on your turn, and this is like puts like card advantage and stuff like that like on its head. Like you can, for your turn, draw a card, play a lesson, and then draw 3 cards and then pass for no card. No, like all you give up is the ability to play cards, which is like normal in Magic. A lot of times, Divination is a great card. 2 and a blue, draw 2 cards. A lot of times in Magic on turn 3, you'll play Divination and just draw cards anyway. And like, that's a normal turn for this game. And there's no life total. If your library runs out, then you're done. That's it. Like, there's no attacking and blocking. Magical creatures. So let's find a Magical creatures. So this Magical creatures creature, this is the only place in the color pie in the lessons that creatures exist. And so, oh my god, this creature is nuts, by the way. So it does 12 damage each turn and it has 21 health. The damage stays on creatures normally. So you can end up like with this creature on the board, and then this creature just does damage. When it does damage, you get that many cards out of your library. So Fluffy can end the game real quick, but also costs 10. But you can ramp like crazy too. Like you can, so if you start a hand and you have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Say you start an opening hand and you're just like, it's all lessons. In Magic, that would be terrible. Like, because you'd be like kind of just behind the ball. If you draw another lesson off the top, you're not even playing anything that turn. Like, you can't really curve out. It's really bad. But in this game, not only can you like just spend your turn drawing 3 cards, but you can also like draw a card, play your lesson for the turn, and then be like, okay, I'm gonna play another lesson, another lesson, another lesson, and then you pass. And then your next turn you can drop a 5-drop. You can drop 3 5-drops. Like, this game is out of control when it comes to like what is card advantage and what is like the best way to play. Like, what's the best line? It gives you so many options for your actions and what you want to do. And you can, not only do you get to start with a wizard, but like you can then play additional wizards out of your deck for 2 actions. So like the additional wizards have to be worth those actions. It's like total freaking madness. It's awesome. And so because this game is so great, I picked up like a starter pack like on a whim and started going through it, and like I was playing a lot of Magic at the time, and it like freaking broke my brain like how great this like, and like how to find card advantage within this set, within this game. I can't say enough good things about this. I'm super stoked to be cracking packs. I'm super stoked to be cracking packs with you guys. We might play some Harry Potter on stream, maybe, if I can convince some people to play with me. It is technically like scanned in and ready to go in Tabletop Simulator. So I played a couple games with Boix and Kate, who are hang out in the stream all the time. Yeah, so it's a really interesting way, like Magi was saying, top decking and praying when you have like 5 lands. It's like this game gets around that in like a really interesting way. Like it's very well thought out, very wild. Like when we drafted the cube, Kate and Boix and I, just the 3 of us, and it was like you were drafting and it was like I don't even know what to take, cuz like, Fluffy is a really great card but costs 10, and it's like in your mind, your Magic mind, you're like, I'm never going to cast this. This is going to sit in my hand all game. And I think we played a game of Elder Scrolls Online where I drafted a 10-drop and it like actively screwed me because like I could never play it. But like in this game, you can go, okay, I'm going to drop a bunch of land. Turn 2, I'm going to drop a bunch of land. Turn 3, 10-drop. It's like bananas. It's bananas. Anyway, I'm going to stop singing the praises of this. We've kind of wrapped up. I won't suffer you guys through me organizing, but I think we got a pretty good haul here. We got some repeats, like we got 2 charms exams there, and then some foils and non-foils. 2 putter outers, but foil and non-foil. What do we got over here? So we got hospital bed, foil and non-foil, 3 cauldrons, and a potions class disaster. Did you get 36 how to pack cards? No, I actually the only how-tos out of the whole box, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 6 out of the whole box. So what's that? Like 1/5 of them had how-to cards. So that's not too bad. I'm just curious, like, so we only got 3 rares that were in potions. We got hospital bed, gold cauldron, and potion glass disaster. And I gotta look up to see like how many rares are in potions for this set. Because like if it's just 3, then like we got them all. Congratulations. Because I know the set's gonna lean like, you know, we got a bunch of rares for the Quidditch set. So yeah, we got Nimbus 2000. Do we get another Nimbus? No. Support banner. Do we have another one? No. Catch the Snitch. We got 2 Catch the Snitch because foil and non-foil. Same with the Nimbus, foil and non-foil. Ravenclaw match. No. Out of Control, Slytherin match, Gold Snitch, Bludger. Yeah. So like these are all unique pretty much except for the foil and non-foil. Like I think the same thing with the Wizards and the Adventures. It's all like foil, non-foil, and hollow. So I don't know. We're gonna see where we ended up. The next stream that this has weird names. Yeah. Well, it's Harry Potter World. It's also, I feel like this box is or this game is also made for kids. Is Nimish something other than your name? It sounds a lot like Nimish. Is Nimish like a Fey language or something like that? Yeah, so I'm stoked. I'm glad we got some hollows so we could see how terrible they were. And I'm stoked to cube build. When I come back, the next stream that we do that is going to be a Harry Potter stream, we're going to stream. I have more boxes. I have 3 more boxes. So we're going to do this 3 more times, and I'll let you know how we landed with all this stuff if we have giant gaping holes. So there might actually be 3 potion rares. Yeah, see that, because this set is so strange because it's like a small set and then there's like only X amount of unique cards. So we're going to see where we landed. I'll tell you about like where we landed as far as like what we've cracked. So you can know what to expect out of a booster box if you want to buy a booster box. These guys are actually kind of cheap now. I think I got all 4 booster boxes for about $100, 120 or something like that. Yeah. So we got all the potion rares: Gold Cauldron, Hospital Bed, Potion Glass Disaster. Yeah, there's only 3 rares in it, which is why you want to not crack packs and then draft, because everybody will end up in Quidditch, because that's the only place where the rares are. But yeah, this oh man, I feel like I'm going on and on about this game, but like it also, it turns it on its head as far as like what's splashable. So Magic has this thing where when you draft, you basically draft a 2-color deck, and then maybe you splash a third color, but that's like really difficult. All of these cards are only 1 cost. So like you could put all of these Quidditch cards, sorry, the name escaped me for a second, into a deck, and they only need 1 Quidditch lesson to work. And then some of the wizards that you start with provides a Quidditch lesson. So like this wizard that starts on the table, Madam Hooch, provides a Quidditch lesson. So you can then play every single Quidditch card for free, essentially. And then you can do 3 other colors. You can draft like whatever you want to draft, pretty much. You can play whatever you want to play, pretty much. Between the excellent card draw that's built into the game and the excellent fixing, like the fact that none of these cards are weighted really heavily, like Magic has like color weight, means you can pretty much play whatever you want. It's really interesting. Anyway, I'm gonna stop going on about them. We'll see where we ended up when we crack the next. Do 10 drops need 10 of the same mana type? No. So like if you have 1 Quidditch lesson and then 9 transfigurations down, you can play that 10 drop. It doesn't need to be the same. It's bananas. It's like a Wild West card game. It's totally nuts. Not only can you play a 10 drop on turn 3 potentially, but you can also, you don't even need them to all be the same. You only need 1 of each of the needed lesson. It's bonkers. So maybe you guys might play some Harry Potter TCG with me on I know Boyks does a board game night on Sunday. Maybe we can convince him to play. It's a super fun game. It's not really built for multiplayer because a lot of the cards are rainbow decks back in style. Yeah, you can play whatever you want. A lot of the cards are built to be 2-player. So I don't know how that would necessarily work with 8 people on what's the program? Tabletop Simulator. But yeah, you could do that. Anyway, we've got more boxes to crack. We're going to crack them at a later date. Maybe crack another one tomorrow. I'm kind of like high on this stuff now, man. I'm like really excited about it. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. For now, though, thanks for hanging out, and we will talk more Harry Potter soon. And we're gonna during the week we always do. I bumped the mic there. Sorry. During the week we always do Photoshop stuff. We talk comics. We do comics. We talk about breaking into comics. If you guys are into that, come on by.